See, we'll look into the different date functions. Like, we have in today's sessions, we have planned as like, we'll go for the network days and the work days. Okay, before I get into this particular network days and the work days, so imagine like, if you want to get the today's date, so what is that we do? So today's date, we extract it like this. We just say is equal to today. Today is a function, gives me the current date. So that means today we are on the 4th March 21. So it has been shown something in this particular format. So in India, it is like this, month. Okay, it's in US style. It's month, day, and year. So that means we are in the March 4th, 21. Fine. Now, I also have a function called as now. Now is a function which returns the date as well as the time. So when you look into it, it shows me the date and the time. Fine. So this is a built-in function. So which gives me the now is a function which gives me the date and time, whereas the date is a function which gives me the date. Now what I want to do is I want to find the difference between two dates. Now let us take an example here. I have some start date and the end date. So take an example. I have started a work on a particular date, say 1st Jan 21. I started some job and I say I'm ending say today. Fine. I'll just say fine. So I'm ending it today, so which is nothing but 4th of March. So I just want to know, like, how many days are there between this, like how many days I have taken to complete this particular job. Okay, so I just want to find the number of days. If I have to find the number of days, so what is that we do? Okay, so what is that we can do? So one thing is, if I want to find this number of days, so we can just say end date minus the start date, and you can see this will give me the number of days. That means between the 1st Jan 21 to 4th March at 21, we have 62 days. So when you calculate, it's just 2 months plus, it is just about 62 days. Fine? Okay. Now, this is just giving me a calendar hit count. That means it is telling that, number of days between that. So what it is there. Now, I want to know the number of working days. So how many working days are there? So when I just say working days, means what? It is excluding Saturday, Sunday. So that means the working days is generally like, excluding Saturday and Sundays. So that is like, working days is excluding the Saturday and Sundays. Fine. I think we can use so excluding Saturday and Sunday, how many days are there? I just want to do that. So that means again I need to take a calendar and I need to find out like the number of days I need to manually count. So is 1, 2, 3, and then I say Saturday, Sunday, exclude this, then again exclude this, then count. So 5 days a week. So it becomes a very tedious work. So now in Excel, so we have this particular function here called as a network days. So what is this network days function does is it counts the number of working days, that is business days, between the two dates. That means you have 2 dates, between the 2 dates it counts the number of business days or working days kind of thing. It automatically excludes the weekends. That means Saturday and Sunday will be excluded. Okay, and if you want, we can exclude even the holidays if it is there. So now let us see number of working days excluding Saturday and Sundays. Okay, so in that case, what I do, I just use this function called as network days. So I'm using this function called as network days. So I just say start date. When is the start date? Start date is this one, and end date. End date is mine. Okay, I started a job on this date and I'm ending on this date. I just select the end date. It's fine. So you can see, oh, fine. Between these 2 days, 1st Jan till today, okay, so we had 45 working days. So that means 62 is a calendar hit days, okay, and the number of days, the actual number of days, but actual number of working days is only 45 days. What is that? Now I say in this, like, we do have a lot of holidays and all this thing. So if there is any kind of holidays which is falling in this, then what happens? The holiday is not considered as the business day, or it is not considered as a working day. So if I include a holidays, so I want to know how many days have been worked from 1st Jan, okay, to today's, that is like, the 4th March 21. So I want to know how many working days are there. So that means I want to see the working days excluding Saturday, Sundays, okay, and holidays. So excluding Saturday, Sundays, as well as excluding the holidays. I just want to know how many working days are there. Okay, so let us have a look into this particular kind of thing. Okay. Now, in this case, so what is that we do? Okay, so I just have a list of holidays here. So I have just named it as, okay, I just given here a kind of a list of holidays here. So, like say 2/6, okay, so February 6th is a holiday, 3/31 is a holiday, then April 17th is a holiday. Just let us have some holidays here. So I think on January 14th we had a holiday. So, and then we also had a holiday in the month of January 26th was Republic Day, so we have a holiday on that day. And then let us give some holidays on the month of February. I'm just randomly giving some holidays. And February 28th, I consider that as a holiday. Now, these are holidays falling in the month of May, 1st January. Okay. So again, so we have done. So let us give something. April, I just say this is again May, June or something. 3/2 is also a holiday. So now when you look into this, we just have some list of holidays here. Now, I want to know how many working days are there where I want to exclude a Saturday, Sundays, as well as I want to exclude holidays. So I just have some list of holidays, I want to exclude that also. So in that case, I just want to count how many working days are there. So here we'll use this particular function called as network days. Now, you can see here, it takes the 3 parameters, out of which the start date and end date is mandatory, and we do also have an optional holidays parameter. So now, okay, I want to give a start date, this is my start date, fine. End date, this is the end date, cool. And then when I talk about holidays, like, it has to go over the list of holidays, I can just select this range of holidays. Okay, I've renamed this particular range as holidays. So based on that, you can see it says it selects as holidays. I've given the defined name for this or the range of values. Fine. So when I just select this, so when I exclude this holidays, you can see between the 1st Jan to the 3rd March 21, we have 41 working days, the business days. Okay, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 holidays have been excluded. But here you can see it shows only the difference of 4. That means some holidays, when they're falling on a weekend, either on a Saturday or Sunday, it is considered as one holiday. We cannot have 2 holidays, no thing. So if say national holiday or thing, it is falling on a Sunday, then okay, the holiday is gone. Like it's considered as only one holiday. It will not be considered as 2 holidays. I think that is 28th of Feb is falling on a 20th of Feb is falling on a Sunday, so it is not considered. March 26th is Tuesday, January 26th, 14th is again. The rest all I think is considered as holidays. Got it? Fine. So this is about your network days. The actual network days function, as I said, counts the number of working days or the business days between the 2 dates. It automatically excludes the holidays. That means if you use an so that means if I'm using a simple calculation, so it is just finding the difference between the 2 dates. Okay, it is not considered as a working day, it is just a calendar days. Now, when I want to get the working days, we use the network days function. Now, I want to use a network days function, that is, I want to get the business days, which is going to exclude your Saturday, Sundays, as well as holidays. So I'm just including the 3rd parameter where I have just defined selected the list of holidays. Fine. So this is fine. Now what I want is, next is, I see, like, not all the countries, they have Saturday, Sundays off. So there are many countries, they work 6 days a week, like say in India, okay. We work 6 days a week, only Sunday is a holiday. Okay, now if only Sunday is a holiday, then I want to know how many working days are there between these 2 dates. Okay, so that means I want by default it excludes the Saturday, Sunday. So now I just want to say no. I want to consider only Sunday as a holiday. So that means I want it to exclude only Sunday. I want to retain Saturdays. So in that case, what will I do? So I'll just say is equal to, we have a function called as, that means, see, by default it excludes the Saturday, Sundays, but if I want to get exclude only Sunday, I want to say Saturday is also a working day. So in that case, we need to customize the weekend. Okay, we need to customize the weekend because the default weekend is Saturday, Sunday, but we need to customize that. I want the weekend as only Sunday. Okay, so in that case, what I do, I just go for this function called as networkdays. Okay, dot intel. So you can see what we used previously was network days. Now we are going to use this network days dot intel function. So let me select this. Fine. Now I'll just select the same start date, and I'll select even the end date. And I just say I want a weekend. So you can see in this we have an additional parameter here. Okay, as a weekend. So you can define your own custom weekend. So now the weekend is, I just want to say, okay, you can have your own custom weekend. You can see Saturday, Sunday, or a Sunday, Monday weekend, Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, or only Sunday, only Monday, Tuesday. Okay, fine. I just wanted something like this. Only Sunday. I'll just select this enumerated value. Fine. So it is just taking the weekend as only Sunday. Then you want, okay, I just want to exclude Sunday and I want to find out. So that means if only Sunday is a holiday, Monday to Saturday is a working day. So that means between these two dates, we have 54 working days. So which is excluding only Sundays. This is excluding only Sundays. Clear? Okay. If you're excluding only Sundays, we have 54 days. Now I want to exclude Sundays and holidays. I want to exclude Sundays and also and holidays. So if I want to do that, in that case, what will I do? I just say is equal to, I just say network base dot intel, since I want a custom weekend. So I just say, and then I just do a start date, end date. Now the weekend. So I say weekend is only Sunday. And the holidays, yeah, I want the holidays to be there. So I'll just select the list of holidays. So you can see if I exclude this holidays and I consider only what to say, the weekend is only Sunday. In that case, between these two dates, we had 50 working days. So you can see actual number of days between this is 62. So if you exclude Saturday, Sunday, it is 45. If you are excluding Saturday, Sunday and some kind of a national holidays, then we are getting this number. So here we are trying to have a custom weekend where I'm just trying to say, okay, only Sunday is a week off. So in that case, I'm using this particular function as networkdays.intel. So where I'm trying to give a custom weekend only Sundays, then I get 54 days. Now I want to consider Sunday as a weekend, plus I want to even consider holidays also. In that case, I have a 50 working days. So this will be a very useful function when you're doing a planning, like, when you're taking some kind of assignment, some kind of a project. So we know this particular project is going to take this many man hours, this many number of days. So based on that, I need to plan out how many manpower is needed, or when I take this particular project, so when I need to give this particular end date for that particular project. Okay, so we need to consider, like, coming days, like, how many days it is going to take if I give this as a end date. Okay, so based on that, this will be very useful. Again, since the country to country, the weekends are different. Okay, so accordingly, we can just reschedule this particular process. We can even define the custom weekend with the help of Intel. So you can see there's so much of enumerated values are there. Like, some countries, they say, oh, the Friday, Saturday is off. That you talk about a Gulf, UAE, and all these things. So they refer, like, the Friday, Saturday is off. They say Sunday. They work from Sunday to Thursday. So in that case, if I'm considering Sunday to Thursday as a weekday, so we can see how many weekdays are there. So that means we are considering Sunday to Thursday as a holidays, and also we are considering this particular holiday. So it says only 40 days are there. Okay. So we'll just go with 11. That is my Sunday as well. Fine. So this is about your net work days function. So okay, this is about the network days. So generally in the case of network days, what happens? You have a start date and you have an end date. I want to know how many days are there between the start date and end date. So you want to get a calendar day, so you can directly define the difference between the two numbers, two dates. But if you want to consider the weekends, you want to consider the holidays, you want to customize the weekend. So we have this particular network days and the networks days.intel function. So this will really help you in doing this particular planning for any kind of activities that projects can have used and things. Now, apart from this, so when you're working with the date functions, we do also have another function called as a workday function. Now, what is the workday function does? See, workday function figures out the date that represents the nearest working day and in the past future. So that means here what it does is, so I give a start date and I'll give a number of days. So I know, okay, I'm starting a job today and I say it needs 50 working days. So I want to know when this particular 50 days are going to complete. Okay, so I want to know when I want this particular 50 days are going to complete. So now first, like just take, how do we get the calendar days? Like, 50 days from now. I want to get the 50 days from now. So I just say calendar date. That's fine. So if I just consider the calendar days, so I want to know when is that 50 days going to complete from this particular date, when this is start date and this is the end date. So if I want to do that, I can just do a simple thing. I can just give a start date plus the number of days. Sorry. So that means 50 days from now, it is going to end on 4/23. That means April 23rd. If I have started some job on 4th March and if I say that 50 days it is going to take, so it is going to complete on 23rd of April. But I say, when I say I'm doing a job, okay, so we work only on the working days, business days. I want to have a off, like Saturday, Sunday, the default off, or I want to have a customized off. In that case, so I want to know when is that 50 days going to complete. So in that case, what we can do is we have this particular function called as a work days. Okay, so we just look into this particular thing. So I want to know when is the 50 working days are going to complete from this date. So let's take an example. We have started a class. So and they say this class is going to take some 50 classes. So 50 classes is like, say Monday to Friday is the class, Saturday, Sunday is off. So when is that 50 classes going to complete? So there is a kind of a snap. So I can just say is equal to, so we have this particular function called as a work day. Okay, so in this work day, we give the start date and we specify the number of days. See, in the case of a network days, we give a start date and end date, it gave me the number of days. But here we give a start date and the number of days, and it's going to give me a tentative end date. So I just say start date and the number of days, and then that's it. So it says, if I start job today, and if I say it is going to take 50 working days, which by default is Saturday, Sunday is off. So you can see it says this 50 days are going to complete on May 13th. That is almost 2.5 months. Okay. But I say, let's do one thing. We'll have a class on Monday to Saturday. So I'll consider only Sundays off. I want to know when this 50 days are going to complete. Okay. So I just want to say, I want to consider weekends. We need to exclude the weekends, that is Saturday, Sunday is a weekend. So in that case, I just use this particular weekday function. Okay, that is what exactly it is. This particular thing has been doing now. Okay, so weekends is being excluded. Now you want to exclude even the holidays. So I just have a list of holidays. Since I have renamed this particular group with the name called as holidays, I can just directly refer with this name as the holidays list. Fine. So I can just say, okay, excluding even the holidays, I can just say is equal to start date. Okay. So I need to use, I'll use this function called as work days, and I'll give a start date. So when is the start date? I say this is my start date. Days, it says this is the number of days, and I want to include the holidays. I just define, I'll just refer to this list, holidays. Fine. So that means if there is a holidays included, so that means it is going to complete on May 14th. It is only 1 day extra because after today the number of holidays that you are following is only 2 holidays, and I think out of this, one holiday is falling on a weekend itself. So only one holiday is considered. So if I consider this as 4/2, so in that kind of a scenario, you can see this has gone to 17th. Okay, might be the 14th May is falling on a Friday. So again, Saturday, Sunday is coming as a week off. So Monday is 15th of this one, May. So on that basis, it is just jumping over. Okay, so what is happening here is, okay, or we can try it with a few number of days. I just say, I want to know when is the 10 days going to complete from now. So the calendar days is, if it is 4th of March, it is March, now 14th March it is going to complete. But weekend excluded, 18th it is going to complete. Fine. So if you are excluding even the holidays are there, so let us have in the near future holidays, say 3rd of 8th is a holiday I'll consider, and then I just say 3 of 9th I'll consider the holiday. I'll try to give a lot of holidays. I say 3 of 18th is one, right? So now if there is a holidays, so you can see in that case it is jumping to 25th. So that means it was just, this particular date is falling on a 18th is when it is falling. 18th is falling on Thursday. So if you take another 3 days, Friday, okay, after Friday, you can see Saturday, Sunday is again jumped. Again, it is falling to 23. Okay, so this is the function excluding the weekends and holidays. Yeah. Weekend excluded, holidays excluded. So if you are excluding the weekend as well as the holidays. Then it is falling on this. So now the same way, like I say, I want to have a custom weekend. I say, no, I don't want Saturday, Sundays off, only Sundays off. So I can just say exclude only Sundays. That is, I need to go for the custom weekend. So if you want to go to the custom weekend, again, I just say is equal to work days. Okay, dot intel. If you want to go to the custom weekend, and then I say start date is this, and say number of days is this. And I want to have a custom weekend. So I say I want only Sundays. I just select this as only Sundays. And holidays, okay, without holidays, let us say. So that means only Sunday is holiday. So that means, see here, if it is Saturday, Sunday, the project is ending on 18th. If only Sunday is holiday, the project will be completing on 16th. Okay, so you want to take only Sundays and weekends and holidays, exclude only Sundays and holidays. Only this one. In that case, what I do, I'll just do the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Is equal to work days dot intel. So I'll just give a start date and say the number of days and the weekend. So weekend is what is falling on a Saturday, sorry, Sunday, no? And then holidays. So the same job will be extended till 19th. If only Sunday is a holiday, and this is like, only Sundays, and this is Sundays and the holiday, it is extending till 19th of March. So when you look into this, so this is like, only Saturday, Sunday is a weekend. This is Saturday, Sunday weekend plus some holidays are included. Okay, so this is what is your weekday and the network days and the work days function. So the network days, as I said, you have given a start date as well as the end date. So there we are trying to find out how many days are there in between that. So excluding your weekends or excluding your holidays plus weekend optionally. We can even have a custom weekends with excluding holidays optionally. So that is where we use a network days. The same way when you talk about work days, okay, I'm starting a particular job on a particular day, and then you want to specify the number of days, okay, to that particular date. So there we can calculate as excluding only Saturday, Sunday as a weekend, or excluding Saturday weekend, the default weekend plus a holiday, or you want to have a custom weekend, excluding only the custom weekend, Sunday example, or you want to exclude a custom weekend with a holiday list. So we use this particular function. Yeah, apart from this, network days and work days, we do also have a function called as is ISO week. This will tell me like, we are in the which week of the year. So like we have this function called as is ISO week, ISO week number. So this will tell me like, you are in the which day. So that means if I just give a today, or I can refer to this particular date, says March 3rd. So that is actually today's date. So now it says we are in the 9th week of the year. So that means we have completed 8 weeks and we are going to complete 9th week also. 60 weeks. Yes. Okay. So this will just give me the ISO week number. So this is like, you are in the which week of the year. So we have some kind of a yearly schedule. So now we want to work it out to know like, we are in the current which week of the year. So this will be useful. And again, this particular functions are going to be really very useful from the management point of view.